John H. Holcomb III, National Bank of Commerce. It's hard enough to lead one successful turnaround. John Holcomb did it twice. Along the way, he built a talented team that has remained together and shaped the banking sector across the region.
He brought us all together. We all worked for him. We all wanted to work for him. He was a great mentor. He was a great boss. Another mentor who we've all had exposure to once said, the good advice is to have good bosses. John Holcomb was the best boss you could have.
Above all is just character that is unquestioned. We knew from the very beginning, it was we're always going to do the right thing, whatever the situation is. And there are countless examples.
One of the reasons that we were able to build the banks that we were able to build, the first version of National Bank of Commerce as well as the second, was John's credibility in our region within the banking community. I think John is, he was well thought of, he was well known, and he was well known for doing what he said he would do, for always following through.
Holcomb worked at South Trust and First National Bank of Birmingham, a predecessor to Regions. It was experience at large banks that taught him the ins and outs of how to succeed in the banking world.
He is a brilliant guy financially in understanding how banks make money and how you lose money. And so he would avoid those situations that were maybe riskier or a loan portfolio that didn't quite meet this, not that they were necessarily bad, but what fits and what we like to do.
I think he had some good big bank training. John, I think when I began to work with him in that turnaround situation, it was very clear, John, he understood the business. He understands how you make money in the business and how you lose money in the business. And that was something that he ingrained in all of us that I think was certainly a big part of why he was successful.
Holcomb was named president of National Bank of Commerce in 1989.
He was in his late 30s when he became, the CEO. So I think his management style has changed, certainly in how he related to us because we were so inexperienced. But what I would say, it's always just been, very calming, very level, not prone to, swings, which is, as a young person, it's very easy when you've got the consistency in that leadership.
With a supportive ownership group, Holcomb built a team of young bankers that helped spark a turnaround in what colleagues describe as a testament to his leadership. The core of that team has remained with him.
As we grew together, he built a culture that it's okay to really care genuinely about the people you work with.
Holcomb and his team completed the turnaround, made several acquisitions that significantly expanded the size of the bank, and ultimately completed a public offering.
The bank was in pretty tough shape, but fortunately we had ownership with enough capital that we could put in it and try to work things out the right way.
Oftentimes in the merger and consolidation of banks, there are promises made that are not promises kept. John was not like that. He ingrained in us, you follow through, you show up, and you show up on time.
Alabama National Bancorp, the bank's holding company, was eventually sold to RBC Centura in 2008 in a $1.6 billion deal. Holcomb's thoughtful approach and calm demeanor provided steady leadership that allowed his banks to thrive during some challenging circumstances.
Anytime a ship is rocking and people might think it's going to sink, if you got a captain that's calm, that makes you have confidence that things are going to be okay.
A couple of years later, the financial crisis hit, and Holcomb and his team once again sparked a successful turnaround at another Birmingham bank. They took the reins of Red Mountain Bank, which became the new National Bank of Commerce. By 2011, the bank had returned to profitability. By 2015, the bank unveiled plans for a public offering.
We were able to raise capital, bring our entire team, and do really the same thing again, kind of help turn that bank around, bring in the right people, and grow that bank.
Under Holcomb's leadership, the bank made successful acquisitions and continued to grow before being acquired by Center State Bank in 2019. It's now part of South State Bank. Colleagues say Holcomb was not just a great leader, but a great mentor to many in the banking world and beyond. That will be just part of his legacy.
His legacy is one of people holding him in the highest regard just because he was so successful in every, it's very difficult to do something that spans 30 to 35 years.